So with this KPI tracker, what's cool about it is I'm able to either use 3 different types of lists with 1 or 2 different mail pieces going at the same time. And at the end of 3 months, we can kind of discuss, what lists work the best. And then we can dive into experimenting with different mail pieces once we know what lists are working. But then we run it through an AI. And the AI is, we bought it from another company, and we kind of let it study our recent KPIs throughout the past few years to figure out what's working best. But it also pulls stuff like criminal history, estimated income, how far away they're living from the property, recent credit score changes, and it's looking for people in a bad financial position, right? And so we know that we're kind of casting our bait out to the hungrier fish rather than people that own 50 properties, have an 820 credit score, and are a great standing, right? That aren't going to respond. You closing the deals are more important. So what we'll do is, ideally we have monthly meetings where we go over everything. If you're locking down deals, I want to know their address, because then what I can do is go into the system in the back end and look them up and see what list they came from, because there's been many times where we've seen 3 response rates, a 1%, a 0.8, and a 0.3, and my guys locked down 2 deals and they're both in the 0.3. So I'm not going to get rid of that one that's getting a 0.3% response rate because he's getting good leads out of it, right? And so there's some more that goes into it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a proposal, and it's going to include just a basic rundown of what we discussed at the 4K budget, but then also I'll need all your buy box information. So it's going to be geography, zip codes, and or counties, and then we're going to need bed, bath, square footage, all that. If you don't want to add those filters, I'm assuming you do because you're actually buying them to hold. But if you don't want to add those filters, they're not necessary.